Yo, hey, yo. All right, let's get into this, man. So, this is my bear flag thing that hooked. We had this bear flag that broke down right here, and then it broke down again right there, and it didn't really break down here. This was a breakdown. This was basically a breakdown, even though it went up there. Um, 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 right? So we have all these like breakdowns. So that stopped happening. We had this flag which broke down. This is where we first got this line from. Um, but we've had this massive hook, right? So let's take a look at this from a top down analysis. We're out of that flag, which is extremely bullish. Okay. Everybody's like, it's going to come down here and go like this. I think I said that too. Could totally happen. It still could happen. So last week was a massive move up, massive inverted hammer, and so far weekly, there's not really a pattern to speak of. You could say this, maybe, but I go like that because of the way that TradingView snaps its shapes. Yeah, we probably it could be like a doji here. The biggest level of the week is this 515.19 right there. 515. Because it's like where this came up and then lost it. Probably look a little better on the daily. Let's check it out. Yeah, right here we came down. Over here we even went up a little bit. This is a green day and then flushed. So we really have to see what happens, like right there, and make it a different color so that when I zoom in, I see what color it is. Something like that. It's really close, but so we need to see how it reacted because these biggest candles here and here, even there, is going to give us, we could do this. Watch. We could bounce off that orange. All right, we could just go boom. So the funny thing is that would be inside of that wedge I drew. But let's get out of the wedge because there's a different wedge that's a little bit like better. Let me go to 65-minute chart. Maybe the 30-minute will show us a little better. So see how all right. So we're always doing trend lines. We do this, we lost it, we came down. Let me make these orange, I'll stick with the orange theme. Then you start to lose it, you stick with that, came down. This bear flag didn't go because we're on this support, right? Let's check out another one. You start to go up. Now you make this, right? We have this line. Get rid of these just because I don't like to have too many lines. So we have this line, and then we have another line like that. So you could call this like a rising broadening that could break down. You could also go like this. And like that. I don't think you could do this. Let me see. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. The price action is a little too old for that. Not old, but it's just you want to draw lines in the most recent. So maybe this, I'm just trying to find a rising wedge because I know we're rising. So when you're rising, you make wedges. It's just the way it is. We already had this first breach here. Maybe that is more important. Came here, didn't quite test it, but here. See, that's just such a big candle. Like that. Like we might have already broken it. Because look, we have giant candle here. Man, let me go to like the 4 hour, see if there's insight. Could be this. Just trying to go from here, you know. Let's go to the hourly. All right, well, you know, if we get under 517.20, and I can look at what it is right now. SPY futures, whatever you want to call it. Oops. SPY right now, it's at 517.20, so it hasn't changed at all with overnight. It's gone up and down. It's right there. But if you just look at this, okay, I want to show you guys this as well. Well, let me see if I can find another one. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that candle's not good. Okay. If you look at, I'm trying to find similar candles like this. Yes, it's up and then down, but just looking at the candles, disregard the color, you have this move, that move, right? So it's like you have this like bear flag thing. I'm trying to see if there's another one here that's similar. Looks like a big evening star, I think it's called. Let me Google that, make sure I'm right. Evening star candle. No, shooting star candlestick. Yeah, kind of like a shooting star. It's a little bit of a doji though. I'm typing bearish reversal doji. It's just, this one's just called a doji star. It's not a dragonfly doji. It looks like this gravestone doji. I guess it's a gravestone doji. Holy crap. Anyway, they come at the tops of reversals, and I know that we're not at the very top, but it's still notable. Right, like look right there. See those dojis? And no, these can curl up for sure. But anyway, so it looks pretty bearish, is my point. Now let's add some levels here. I'm gonna go right here, okay? And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because of this candle. This is a low a day from Tuesday. We rejected that area here on Monday, and the candle body never got above it today. So let's use that level. Here's another level though. I know it's close, but the candle body there is here. Like you don't want to be in this little chop. And I know it's only a few cents, but let's go into the 15-minute now. Okay, oops. All right, 15-minute candles. So today right here. This is where today starts. So the range for today is this box. All right. Now, there's a lot of traders that they don't even trade the previous day range. You know, they want this and they get in there. Or they need to get out. It retests the top right there. And they get in here. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. You have a gap, fair value gap, right? That's what people call it. If you do the candle body, it's at least this. It's at least that, because if you go to the top of that candle body, let's just go body to here, that's a pretty big gap. And it also is illustrated right here with that wick end of day that we got. So just trying to show, look at this wick went right to that candle body. So let's take a look at what happened today. Back down, up, here. Made a lower low. See how this is lower than that? Higher. When you see this, I don't know what it's called. I'll show you guys right now. See there? It only went to here. It literally went from there to there. Stopped here. Oops. Sorry, I always mess that up. Forget about this. Forget about the end. There, now it's gone. Okay. So, when you see this, look at the amount of price action that's right there. Let's make it that red, I guess. And then here, above this, above these candle bodies to here. Okay, do you see how we made a new low? This is like what you never chase. You need it to retest that, and then you made a higher low. Whenever we go like this, see how we're down here, we get a higher low. Okay, it's about halfway between this candle. We come back up. But here, we actually made a new low in relation to this right here, and a new high. When it makes that new high and loses this spot, it's coming down quick. Okay, let me make that bold. So we made this newer low right here, came up. It's like, okay, maybe you're in calls, fine. This is a pretty bullish hammer there. But you got to get above this, right? Look at double top. You got to get over the double top. If you don't do this, there's no way in hell I'm in there. Right there. Okay. So it just lost it. Look, it even kind of bear flagged here, probably on the 5 minute, and just lost it. Let's go to the 5 and see. It didn't even have a chance to bear flag. The candles just got heavier and heavier and heavier, and the volume's going to increase too. Look at the volume right there. Low, lower, and then just shot up. Man. Okay. So I know I'm dirtying up this chart, but when you see a lower low, a higher high, that is very, like it's going to whip the other way. Just like if it goes the other way. If you see a higher high, lower low, it's going to whipsaw back up. Those are called liquidity sweeps. Those little, this box here and that box there, that's called liquidity sweeps. They take out all of the buyers or sellers, and maybe I should leave that one, huh? No, let's not like that. This one seems important though. Look where we lost, right? So I'm just going to make it magenta and the normal size. Right at the top of that candle body. There we go. Fair value gap for sure. But I need to make that more transparent. Okay, so that's the price action for today. Possibly busted out of a big rising wedge. Very bearish candle to end the day, the last 15 minutes. Let me see, last 30 minutes. See, even this is like a rising action. So, okay, you really don't want to get above this. Anyway, I'll put this this chart somewhere. Look, you held this spot, the high of day from Monday, came down and tested it. See right here, right there. We held that spot. So, okay, yeah, it's looking pretty bearish, and then like I said, this bear flag at the end of the day when we lost, possibly lost the trend. Okay, so let me go to the blue line chart, which is right here. Same thing, but it's the blue line chart. So we're stuck between two zones. We bounced off of this. We flushed to that blue zone there. Okay, let's just take a look at today's price action. This is what I want to talk about. Here's today's price action. People were like, "Oh, it's slow." First of all, there's this, okay, and then there's that. So we kind of held. We're making this pattern here bouncing, okay? We bust above this, we retest it. Look, we bounced above, we retest it. See how we retest it right above VWAP, and VWAP's kind of moving up. We bounce off it again here. This is just drawing lines. And then, as I was showing you guys before, okay, you're starting to go down, right? Like, let's just draw trend lines for what's happening here. Try to not cross them if I can't help it. So you go up here to the blue line, you lose the blue line. You come down to VWAP. You go to the blue line, you lose it. Now you have a bit of a double top. And what did I just say? You get lower, higher, you're gonna flush. Same thing with higher, lower, you're gonna rock it. You just go like this. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You just draw this, and then once you're under, be like, okay, well, we're under here. I don't want this to happen. I don't want to do this, right? If you're a bear there. So you wait for the retest for longs, which didn't happen, and then once you're in here, you're like, all right, my stop loss is 518.23. You just got to flush, and then a bear flag flush. This actually, look at this candle. It went all the way back up to VWAP. So not the easiest hold there, but if this, your first target is right here. The last place it bounced. So your first target would have been here. All right, for sure. You hit it twice, right there and right there. Like, how many times do you need to hit it? This is an SR flip. It's an SR flip because can't break it, break it, support caught, support caught. That's 2 times. It rejected twice, and then it lost it. And then at the end of the day, it rejected. So tremendously important level now. That was important all day today. Now, let's keep drawing our lines. Kind of have this. I'm not going to say it was crazy respected, but I'm just looking right here. Then you have this falling wedge. We're just drawing lines. That's all we're doing. And you go here, you're like, all right, I'm going to buy some dips as long as it holds. Your first target here would have been here. If you're playing calls here, your first target is right here. Because this is, see how we flagged up and lost it twice? And you actually went above it. I don't think there's a way to really predict. Actually, there is. Look, this is that spot. You figure you're going to reject there because you held it twice on the SR flip, lost it. Just a really clean day. I saw a lot of complaints, and I was just like, what is the deal, man? Just because you are trading in chop, maybe. Okay, let me get rid of these lines. Just make your lines and wait for them to break, and then wait for them to retest. That's it. Each one of these is like 50%. That's like a 50% play. The earlier in the day, maybe it's like 35. Like you see this hammer here, right? And you're like, dude, that might break. Look at the hammer. Look at that big wick. That's like momentum pushing that thing. But it never got above this wick that it just rejected. Same place here. It's already a blue line that I had established before the market opened. You add these blue lines to your chart. What you don't want here, like I said, would be this. Because you held here. You got it, boom. That's been a level held since 7:50 a.m. and then it was lost at 10:50 for 3 hours, right? You're like, all right, I'm out. Like I probably wouldn't have caught this because I would have been like, there's just I'm out, you know? Like let me see the there might have been news too, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you hold it just because look, the 1 minute chart, it's like not even time to to get out. But so anyway, that was today. Let me make this a blue line. And I'm gonna make it bold just because it just happened. It's the only reason, not because it's like the most recent line, you know? So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna copy it. I have this chart here. I have my other blue line chart that is not the Dodge Zone chart. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep up both of them because I have to remember to see how I just click paste, copy paste. So now that line is there. Okay, let me see if I can make, see I gotta take off this. I think that by trying to just get a good line. Does this line matter for that? I think I'm going to leave this up here. This is clearly broken, but I just don't know if it's enough to matter. We probably, let it get up there. We probably go like this, and we either launch, retest, and go, or I still think we go here. We even get it for a second and flush. Those are like the two possibilities. Let me put that in the chat right now. Put that in the chat. Okay. So that's done. Click save. Yeah, you know, if we lose this, it's 515, which bounced to here. It bounced from there to there. Anyway, let's move on to Tesla. All right, Tesla was making this falling wedge all freaking day. It's been chopping in the zone for a while. Okay. This zone here. I can't make that red anymore. It's too much like death. Okay. So, yeah, we popped above, came back down. Major resistance is going to be this 8.8. So I'll make that really bold. You could even say it's this. I'm going to make this one bold too. It's got to get above that level. Um, so we've been chopping there. You know what I'll do is I'll make this a yellow zone. That way I know it's like a zone that I'm watching. And I just can't stand yellow. Okay, well, gray, you can't see gray. So go here, extend right. Honestly, dude, I need a better. I guess I'll just make it white. Yeah, yellow doesn't look good. Okay, so definitely needs that. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. So Tesla lost this trend line. Okay. It was just a really easy play. Um, Trying to make it line up more with these candles. Anyway, somewhere around the last 2 days, the low a day with here, and then it rejected this area. Yesterday's low a day. Okay. Yesterday's low, I was like, oh, it bounced off my 183. We opened up under it, rejected it right away. All right, let me go to the 5 minute. Um, this was Tesla when the market started today. Let me see if with extended on. Maybe that's easier to see. Anyway, so this is all yesterday, right? We rejected this, remember I was saying. Then, this is all the green. See the green cloud and the red cloud? This is my 200 EMA SAR. SAR is stop and reverse. That's what it stands for. A little tidbit for you. So it stops and reverses. That's what it's supposed to be. So we start under the 200 EMA. What do you want? You want to get over it, and do that. Okay, if you're a bull, that's what you want. Now, clearly, we rejected it right away. This was very fast. Let me show you on the 1 minute chart. Very fast. I was in, I alerted, and it was just like moving quick. Look at this is at 6:30. 1 minute. It was 1 minute. As soon as I saw it reject, I was like looking for the contract. It got under this, and I was like 6:32. Look at that, 6:33 I was in. I already like kind of missed. Let me see my exact fill time, if I could even do that. Load history. 6:32. 6:32. I'm gonna share it right now with this. Show you guys exactly what happened. All right, that's sending. Sent. Okay. See if that works. No, it did not work. I'll get it. Don't worry. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. Okay. I have to go over here to photos. 32. Okay, so 6:32. I put 8. Usually I'll do like 2, 4, or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna do 8 right away because look at that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, juicy. So 6:32. See that? Right there, I was in. Like, I don't know which part of the 6:32, but and from there we rejected VWAP. We never got to this line I was showing you. We never got to the blue. I'm like, I'm in if we hold this 183. Why not? And if you run fibs just from here, not even the candle body, but there, this is the 50% mark. And In my mind, I'm like, what's about halfway? It's right there. And if you run it from the top of the wick, the 50% mark is way up there. And my point is, you never like challenged halfway up this move. So we're on the bottom half of this move. If it looks like a hockey stick, right? Like the letter B, because it has that pole, and then the rest of the action is down here. You had this form here, but first it was this. Okay, so you had this form. So it came up. Never really see this right here, this bear flag. You never had any traction above this bear flag. We bear flag down, rejected VWAP. We rejected VWAP all day long. Yes, here we kind of got this candle, but it wasn't that strong. Okay, well, this is what I like to see. I like to see. Might be the wrong one. I like to see if we come here to here. Okay, I want to see that move here. That like confirms the move for me. If this move above that is less, it's not as strong as a move. And what you can see here, maybe it'll work if I go that way. Clearly that's smaller. Maybe that's not the best tool to use to show that. But we vaulted up and didn't have continuation over key levels. So this is like an uppercase P with a little flag on it, a very little flag. So it looks weird, right? So then you have this, and then you have this. You could take it from there if you want, but to me, it makes more sense, like I said earlier, to go like this. Now you have a giant bear flag. You bust out of it. You retest the blue line, which is given before market, and you never get to VWAP. And you have another trend broken here. If you just draw those lines there, right? If you extend this, that never breaks over here. So you never get above this line all day long, right? As soon as you lose that, and anyway. So this is another bear flag, boom. I said, hey, I think we can get 176. I think I cut here or here. I don't even remember. 1150? I'm pretty sure I cut over here. But anyway, so Tesla very weak. I actually added more strikes, either here or here. I don't remember. But that was pretty, like, easy play. Let me take a look at Tesla on this chart, which has the magenta lines. Let's see if I even have Tesla on there. Okay, so the only line I had was this 179. Let me add some more lines to this magenta chart. This is exactly how I make my levels. All right, this is perfect. So now we have an established bear flag. See how that bear flag? Take away that candle. If you take away that candle, see how this is, most of the action is down here. It's not quite in the middle like a Tootsie Roll. And it's at the top of action. It's above price action. Okay? Like you have it here, but that's not above price action or below it. This one is. I'm trying to look for more. Anyway, so clear bear flag forming here. You have a gap all the way to here. That's a big level. I gotta mark that. Holy moly. Look at that. See how it touches it twice? Oh my goodness. How did I miss that? I probably haven't charted Tesla on this layout in a while. Okay, so that's huge. That's going to be our big target. If we lose this, let's see, right there, right there. I'm going to move this down to right here, right there. It's the bottom of that candle body, and then it's the top of this candle body. So if we lose 175, I think we have enough momentum to get below this 174.50. And then look at these candles in this area. Look at those giant candles. You have this candle, that candle. It's like I bet you there's a volume shelf right there. So you could definitely get to all the way to 160. We'll see how it is there. You could absolutely go like this. Absolutely. But plan for both sides. Flushes are always faster. So it would probably lose that, retest it, and flush. Something like this. Let's share this. But yeah, today, I mean, there's so many complaints about choppiness and stuff, and I'm just like, how is today different? You have to wait for the move every damn day. That's how it is. Okay, that's saved. Let me share this chart. Sharing. Copy link. Okay, that's shared. All right, if you watch this, you know what it is. All right, there's the Dodge or the blue line charts. Go to the daily, make sure that looks good. Then whatever I'm following it on, it's on both charts. View app looks so stupid when it's after hours. Okay, cool. Ooh, look at this. This candle body here and this wick. This is SR flip right there, right there. So that's a big level, 176. Okay, I think we're good there. We are good. Let me put it back on SPY because I always get the people that don't want to pay for trading view complaining. That's really it, guys. I'll fix that and share this out. 37 minutes, baby. Glad to be back.